Welcome to our video on the life of one of history's greatest spiritual leaders, Buddha. From his royal birth to his profound enlightenment, the journey of Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha, has inspired millions across the world. Let's dive into his incredible life story, his family, his struggles, his search for truth, and his ultimate transformation. More than 2,500 years ago, in the kingdom of Lumbini, modern-day Nepal, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was born. The year was around 563 BCE. His mother, Queen Maya, had a dream the night before his birth. She saw a white elephant entering her womb, symbolizing the birth of a great soul. On the day of his birth, Siddhartha's mother passed away, and he was raised by his aunt, Maha Prajapati. The young prince was destined for greatness, but his journey would take him far beyond the royal palace. Siddhartha grew up in luxury, shielded from the outside world by his father, King Suddhodana. The king wanted his son to follow in his footsteps and become a powerful ruler. Siddhartha married Yashodhara, a beautiful princess, and they had a son named Rahula. Despite his royal life, Siddhartha began to feel restless. His heart longed for something deeper than the material comforts surrounding him. At the age of 29, Siddhartha ventured outside the palace walls for the first time. What he saw shocked him and changed the course of his life forever. He witnessed four sights: an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a monk meditating peacefully. These sights made him confront the suffering that is a part of life, aging, illness, death, and inspired him to seek a solution. Unable to ignore the suffering he saw, Siddhartha made a life-altering decision. He renounced his life as a prince, leaving behind his family, his kingdom, and his wealth. In the quiet of the night, he left the palace and embarked on a journey of self-discovery. Siddhartha studied with various spiritual teachers and underwent intense ascetic practices, believing that extreme self-denial would lead him to enlightenment. He spent years fasting, meditating, and seeking answers. But after years of struggle, he realized that neither luxury nor asceticism was the way to true peace. At the age of 35, Siddhartha sat under a Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, vowing not to rise until he found the answer to the suffering of humanity. After days of deep meditation, Siddhartha attained enlightenment. He understood the nature of suffering, its causes, and the path to overcome it. It was in this moment that Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha, the awakened one. Buddha's enlightenment revealed the Four Noble Truths, the foundation of his teachings. The Four Noble Truths are as follows. First one, suffering, dukkha. Life involves suffering, pain, and dissatisfaction. Second one, the cause of suffering, desire and attachment lead to suffering. Third one, the end of suffering. It is possible to overcome suffering by letting go of attachments. Fourth one, the path to the end of suffering. The Eightfold Path guides us towards enlightenment. After his enlightenment, the Buddha spent the rest of his life sharing his insights with others. He taught the path of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline, guiding his followers towards liberation from suffering. Buddha's teachings attracted thousands of followers. He established a community known as the Sangha, composed of monks, nuns, and lay people who followed his teachings and helped spread Buddhism throughout India. At the age of 80, after many years of teaching, Buddha fell ill. In his final moments, he gathered his disciples and reminded them that everything is impermanent, including his own body. Buddha passed away in Kushinagar, entering Parinirvana, a state of final liberation, free from the cycle of birth and death. The life of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, is one of profound transformation. From a prince seeking pleasure to an enlightened teacher showing the way to inner peace, his journey inspires us all. Buddha's teachings continue to guide millions on their spiritual path, helping them find peace, wisdom, and compassion in a world often filled with suffering. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Buddha. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories. Namo Buddhaya. Follow us on social media for more content on spiritual teachings, history, and philosophy.